We're here for the BO Boys. What do you say, everybody? Fuck it. It's a raw feed. We're doing it live on stage. I'm Clayton.
I'm Pat. Welcome to the BO Boys Box Office Save America live in New York City. Thank you to all the wanna BO boys, wanna BO girls, wanna BO people who are here tonight in New York. Oh my God, what a night, Clayton. This is amazing.
Oh, what a night.
This is a big show for us, Clayton.
Yes.
I do have to point this out, though, because the show is going to have a storyline here, which is this is a big show for our intern sitting right there, Christopher.
Yes.
That's right. Our podcast makes no revenue, doesn't have a Patreon, but it does have an intern.
Yeah.
The wannabe senior intern, Christopher, has been with us for 2 years now. Fault? It's been so long we've been taking advantage of this poor kid. But
we made him pay his own way to get here as well. So, yeah.
But he loves it. He loves us.
He loves it.
He loves us. But tonight's a big night because he has been vying for this promotion for a while. He's right now our senior intern. He's trying to become VP of interns. Well, he wants to be the co-host.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother thing. Clayton and him have a whole bad blood between them.
Yeah.
But he is trying to become the VP of interns, the wannabe VP of interns. And tonight is where we're going to judge it. So if he does a great job, and so far so good, he played the first video, but he's running the tech. It's up to you guys, because we'll probably do like a clap-o-meter at the end. And that'll decide how we do promotions, which I think is a great way of doing promotions in general. It's just clap on.
But can I say what happens if he doesn't get promoted?
Yeah.
He's done.
Then he's done.
He's done. The clap-o-meter is promotion done. Yeah.
So that's going to happen. So you got to stick around to the end of the show to see Christopher. His fate is on the line tonight. All right, guys. So now the podcasting is going to start. We're going to be talking about what happened at the weekend box office this weekend. It's going to be huge. So we had to bring out a special guest. We had to bring out an expert, a good friend of ours, frequent guest of ours. He's the host of the New Flesh Horror podcast. He's our chief horror correspondent. This guy, he knows it all about horror. Let's give it up for our first guest. Brett Arnold is here. Brett, come on up. Welcome. Look at this guy. This is our fellow podcaster. Come on in. Get comfortable.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, now we're going to sit like real performers.
Can I stay over here? I feel like I'm on the dating game.
Come closer.
I just saw that dating game movie about the dating game guy who's a serial killer.
Yes.
Not good.
Oh, I thought it was great.
Yeah, that was great. Well, we're not going to get into that because that's a stream.
We don't have time for this.
And we don't give a shit about streaming movies.
No.
Yes.
So what we're here to talk about is this weekend's box office. That's right. That is what you paid for tonight, is three guys talking about the box office. And they're excited. They love it. They're fine.
Yeah.
So
They're fine.
The big news this weekend, guys, number one is Smile 2. Smile 2 did it.
Smile 2.
And how much did it make this weekend? It made 23.
23, which I believe is $1 million more than Smile 1 made.
Wow. So guys, who here saw Smile 2? Did anyone actually see it? Our intern saw it. That doesn't get you any points.
No,
it doesn't matter that you saw the movie.
We're not reimbursing you for that.
It's part of the job.
So this movie, I mean, let's start on our last episode. For everyone who listened to the weekend preview, Clayton, you and I were low on Smile 2. We were both predicting 19 million, 20 million, and it did 23 million.
Why is that?
You know, here's what it is. We didn't think that the marketing for this was as good as the first one. Who here has seen the original marketing for the Smile movies where they sent smilers out into town, they put them at baseball games?
Yeah.
Well, can I tell you what they did this time?
The same thing?
with two people this time, because it's the second one.
Yeah.
So that's the marketing. I thought it seemed lame.
A lack of imagination.
Absolutely. And then we there was a video of two smilers at a baseball game, and a foul ball came by, and one of the smilers broke character.
Yeah.
And I thought that was, thank you.
Ooh.
You thought it dropped like 10 million right away.
Because I used to do gigs like that.
Yeah.
I used to do gigs like that, and if I would have ducked from that ball, I would have gotten fired.
Shot on sight. Oh, fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you haven't gone back to that line of work, though. You're done with viral marketing campaign acting.
As of now. I mean, I don't want to burn any bridges. Because I don't know how I mean, I don't know how lucrative this is going to be, so we'll see.
Yeah. So that's what we thought. We thought that the marketing was lame. They're doing baseball games again, and they're stopping
ducking from
smiling
foul
when foul
balls.
balls are coming. So we thought that's at least $5 million less.
Yeah.
People seem to like it.
Yeah, I think people like the first one, which helps always with the sequel. And the pop star angle feels like a trend right now with trap, and it's like digging into like actual narratives in the news with I hope I'm going to pronounce her name correctly because I don't know too much about her, but Chapel Roan and
We're not the guys who would know.
I know
Like,
Chapel Roan. I know it.
Good for you.
I guess I'm just talking about the content of the movie now, but I just think it was a cool sequel because it took what worked about the first one and then just kind of did that again, but the the character work of having it be like a put upon pop star instead of, I think it was like a therapist in the first one.
Yeah.
It just compounds all these anxieties onto her, and the movie I think actually worked better than the first one. So maybe it is just like people like the first one, people like the second one. Smile 1 had that like notable, really small drop after.
Yes,
the first one.
that's the
18
thing.
I think it was 18% or something.
It had, and it had great legs.
Yes.
It had great legs.
Yes.
So we will see if it's going to have great legs this time.
Right, that is the test. If Smile 2, I don't think any movie would have that incredible, like probably record-breaking hold. So I think it'll probably be a little less, but I do think Smile 2 is going to hold. I think Terrifier 3, it held 50% this weekend.
Terrifier 3 was great.
Yeah, and
that has legs, and then it cuts them right off. What a change.
Yeah. And then it rubs salt into the wounds.
Yeah.
Now, Brett, this movie, Smile 2, is there a lot of music in it? Does she sing a lot or no?
There's only one or two sequences I remember that are like big music, like big pop star sequences, and the music's actually not bad, but it's not as much of it as you think.
Is it better than the music in Trap?
Yes.
'Cause Trap is obviously, we all know M. Night trying to give his
Lady Raven,
his daughter a leg up, which, listen, we're all for Nepo babies here, right? We're all Nepo babies.
Yeah, everyone here's a
Yeah,
Nepo
everyone's
baby.
here a Nepo baby.
They couldn't afford to live in New York if they were Nepo babies. Good for
Absolutely.
you. Good for your parents.
Yeah.
Good job.
And so you think that the song that was in Smile 2 is better?
yes, I do.
Okay.
I haven't listened to it since the movie. The sequence is just like Parker Finn is a interesting visual stylist, I think. So I think those sequences really do pop. And the music, it's like they wrote lyrics that are thematically relevant, and I didn't think that was a thing. And maybe I wasn't listening enough in Trap.
Okay.
So you're our chief horror correspondent, Brett, and so now we've got 2 horror movies in the span of like 6 months that have had pop stars as the lead. Is this going to be a trend in horror? Do you think there'll be a pop star in a Freddy sequel? Will Jason be cutting off the head of a Taylor Swift lookalike?
Freddy is a pop star. He has an album.
He does.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, so Freddy could be his own victim.
He could be his own victim. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, finally, Freddy.
I mean, anything that would get a new Freddy movie or a new Jason movie made, I would love it.
You'll take it.
I'll take it. Pop
Okay.
star.
So
let's do it.
you'd see a K-pop Jason. I think we'd all see a
I think we would
K-pop
all-
Jason.
That would
yeah.
break records at
Yeah.
the box office, frankly. Yeah, that is a good call.
So we're going to be talking a lot about Terrifier in a segment. Our good friend Sean Donnelly, who you saw in The Darkness here introducing
Yes.
us, he's going to be up here later talking about his review of Terrifier. But
Can't wait for that.
He's sulking at the bar thinking about the images he's seen.
I do think that it being number one does open it up to like people who'd never heard of it 2 weeks before, and now we'll see it. I have complex feelings about it being number one because as a horror fan, it's awesome. It's the coolest thing ever. But this was always the movie I recommended to people with like an asterisk of like, this is for really fucked up horror fans only. It's really nasty. It is just reveling in the gore. It is like, it is so mean about it. And now it's the number one movie in America. And I wonder if we're all okay. And I don't know.
Oh, we're fine, right? We're all good.
I think
Everyone's
it reflects
fine.
something about
Yeah,
Well, listen-
nothing in culture's going bad.
Yeah, everything's going right. We're not a 6-6 society that's headed
No.
for destruction. It's all fine.
like a woman's face. This is the second one. I'm not going to spoil 3 yet. In the second one, a woman's face is made into mashed potatoes. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, mashed potatoes, yeah. With
Number one
gravy.
movie in America, the sequel to that movie. And I like it. I don't know. I really like. I'm pro horror movies being number one at the box office. I'm pro unrated movies being number one at the box office. What a cool, skirting the studio system thing going on. There's a lot of interesting narratives here. But yeah, I'm left with that nagging question of, are we okay? Let's litigate that tonight. I think we should figure that out.
It's almost like you are a horror podcaster. You've been a horror podcaster for years. It's almost your fault. And is that maybe what you're feeling? Is like, I have brought this into society, and I have made it worse.
I appreciate the reach you think I do have, but yeah, the new flesh bump is doing this for sure.
Okay.
Well, here's the other thing. Wild Robot. So Wild Robot is a movie. Does everyone know Wild Robot? It's a kids movie out right now.
Yeah. It's as we say, it's cheese for the rats. The rats eat their cheese. Wild Robot is that cheese for the rats.
But it also is a gateway for underage patrons.
It's actually,
to go see Terrifier 3. So if you look at the charts, number 2 right now is Wild Robot, and Terrifier 3 is 3. And the only reason that is because it is an unrated movie, Terrifier 3, and they're turning kids away. So kids are buying tickets for Wild Robot and
classic
Terrifier 3.
We all did this.
So all these kids are going to think of Wild Robot as their like gateway into absolute disgusting gore. That's how they're going to remember that movie.
Yeah, it's when they see the image of a Wild Robot, the first thing they're going to think is a person being cut in half long ways.
Yeah.
So I think that's sweet for Wild Robot. And you know what? The thing, though, is, does Wild Robot owe money to Terrifier? Should?
Absolutely.
He should litigate it.
Absolutely.
He should have like sensors at the door at the theater so they can actually count how many go in. And then, Wild Robot receipts should go right over to Terrifier.
Yeah, and they should present Art the Clown with a giant like publishing clearinghouse check on TV. I think that would be great. And the last thing I want to get your read on is Beetlejuice. Who here has seen Beetlejuice?
Yes.
I mean, that movie is gigantic. The legs on Beetlejuice are fantastic. It is so much bigger than the first one ever was. Brett, did you see Beetlejuice? You're younger than us, so you didn't see Beetlejuice in the theater.
No, but it was like a big watching in the household growing up movie for me, and I was very excited to see it. And it makes sense to me that it was a huge box office phenomenon because it made what it made back then. It wasn't like it was
like 80 million in 1988.
Yeah, definitely did well, but not on this scale. And it's because we've spent how many years? 30 years, like with that movie, and it being a cultural touchstone, and Tim Burton being a name we all know. So perfect scenario for that movie to crush.
I saw the new one. It was great, but I do remember, seeing the first one as a kid. I loved it immediately. Had no hard time watching it. Clayton, did you see the first Beetlejuice movie in the movie theater?
Okay.
Did you because you would have been like 8, so you would have also like me been able to see it at the time and everything was fine.
This is a story I've told several times in Pat's prompting on the podcast.
This is I think the 8th or 9th time I've forced Clayton to tell this on the podcast.
Yeah, because this is like a root trauma for me. So I went and saw this movie with my babysitter, who I was in love with.
Oh my God.
In love with. Okay, I'm gonna say it because a live show. Sherry Carmazin, that was her name. Is that not a
Sherry,
beautiful
are you
name
here?
or what? Okay, so Sherry Carmazin takes me to see Beetlejuice. And Michael Keaton, I'm from Pittsburgh. He's a hometown guy. Love the guy. And I thought I could do it. I hated scary movies, and I thought I could do it. I thought I could be brave for her. And we sit down, we're watching the movie. Everything's sort of fine. I'm okay. And then the sandworms come. And I see these sandworms, and I'm like, nope. I'm out of here. No, I can't do it. I turn to her and I go, I'm sorry. I'm too scared. I can't watch the rest of this. And she goes, I already paid for the tickets. With just hate that only like a teenage girl can have. And she looked at me and she's like, you really want to go? And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. She grabs my arm and pulls me out. And I was, to this day, those eyes bore into my soul. It never, that's why I'm a confirmed bachelor. Can't do it. Never been with a woman since. I mean, I have, but not really. Not really. You know what I mean? Not emotionally there.
I want to poke holes in her story. Why was she paying with her own money? That's bullshit.
Oh, well, she would get reimbursed. I mean, maybe she was going to pocket it. I don't know.
You blew her plan.
Yeah, I blew her plan to, steal money from my parents. I would have let her. She was a goddess who walked among us.
And everyone, guess who's here?
Yeah. I saw her when I walked in.
Well, I'm glad you told that story. I love that story. It's one
He
of my
loves
favorite
it.
stories. I love it. I love it. You'll tell it every week for the rest of however long we know each other. So yeah, that is pretty much, those are the big stories at the box office right now, and we'll go over it throughout the show. But I think, Clayton, I think it's time we play a game.
Let's play a game.
I think we should play a game. I think we should play a Halloween horror-based game, but we need someone from the audience to come up here. And sure, let's whoever, come on up. Someone's already volunteering.
Yes.
So come on up. We've got a volunteer. Oh, we've got a volunteer to come up and play a horror-based game. So thank you for give it up for, your name is?
Natasha.
Natasha, everyone.
Let's get Natasha the mic.
A microphone here. You could take this one.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Natasha, thank you for coming up here.
Of course.
So what we're going to do here is we have a game called Toy Story or Toy Gory.
Okay.
So, we talked about Wild Robot, Terrifier, that relationship. So everyone knows the Toy Story movies, right? You know the Toy Story franchise, Woody and all his friends. Who else here knows the Puppet Master franchise, the Puppet Master movie? Woo! They are a horror franchise about evil puppets who kill people. Eventually they become Nazis. It's a whole thing.
They sure do.
So here we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give names of characters, and you have to guess whether the character name is of a toy from the Toy Story franchise or of an evil puppet from the Puppet Master franchise.
Sure. Okay.
And it's harder than you think.
I don't feel good about it.
No, you shouldn't. You should not feel good about it.
Yeah.
So let's bring up the first question slide there. So Sparks.
Okay.
So Sparks, Tasha, is Sparks a toy from the Toy Story franchise, or is it a horrific puppet from the Puppet Master franchise?
I'm feeling story.
All right, so you say story.
Yeah.
So let's see the answer, Clayton.
Yes,
All
Toy
right.
Story.
It's story. It's obviously story.
Yeah, it's a robot toy at Sunnyside Daycare.
Huh.
All right, so that was a good one. She got it. So there are, I think, 7 of these, so you got to get 4 out of 7 to win.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what you win. We'll figure something out. All right, so next one, Happy Amphibian, Toy Story or Toy Gory? Happy Amphibian.
This feels gory. For no reason at all.
All right.
It's I'm going gory.
Wow, you're correct. Toy Gory. It's a frog puppet from
Okay.
Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich.
That's the Nazi one, obviously.
Ew.
Okay.
And I forgot to tell you, if you get stumped on one, you get 1 lifeline. You could go to Brett once if needed. Or
Probably won't know.
Noted.
all right, so next one is Tank, Toy Story or Toy Gory?
We're going story.
All right, Toy Story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
That's Toy
Well,
Gory.
That looks like one of Sid's toys. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I went fully confident with
Yeah.
it.
That is
no reason.
Tank from Puppet Master 6, Curse of the Puppet Master.
Wow, good title.
So it takes.
I love a title that says the word two words twice.
And it took till the 6th movie before the puppets were cursed.
Yeah. What were they doing before?
where
It was
was
a
the
slow
curse of the
burn.
first 5 movies. All right, so let's go to our next one. Drill Sergeant, Toy Story or Toy Gory?
Story.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
story.
Clayton?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Okay, you know what?
that is Toy Gory,
Okay.
who appeared in
Wow.
Puppet Master 7, Retro Puppet Master.
Retro.
It's a 60s vibe.
Okay. Okay. I'm not feeling good about this. But
Now
right,
you're
so-
mad. See, this is what happens with this game. Now you're mad.
I'm not happy about
You're
this
not happy.
I
Okay, so
played
Babyface.
through this. I tested this with my wife the other day. My lovely wife, Erin, is here.
Erin.
She got almost all of them wrong. She was so mad at me.
Yeah.
So mad at me. So Babyface.
right. I'm gonna go-
Babyface, Toy Story or Toy Gory?
I'm gonna go story.
Yeah, I'm feeling Sid Toy on this one.
God. Okay.
All
yeah,
right.
we're gonna.
You got it.
So,
Okay, good.
I
Iconic.
know my fucking Toy Story.
We stand
okay?
a king. Toy Story 1.
to be fair, though, that really looks like a Puppet Master puppet.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Sid is a horrible man.
All right, so next one is Chuckles. Is Chuckles Toy Story or Toy Gory?
Okay. Chuckles. I'm gonna go gore.
All right. Chuckles
Oh,
is
Toy Story. He's the broken-hearted clown from Toy Story 3.
Again,
What?
really looks like a Puppet Master puppet. That thing is horrific looking.
Okay.
All right.
Really
and
unlock something here.
I think this is the last one. So Bombshell, Toy Story or Toy Gory?
I'm gonna go story.
All right.
Oh, that is Toy Gory.
Another Nazi.
That doll can shoot bombs from her chest, and she starred in Puppet Master 10 Axis Rising.
They stuck with the Nazi thing.
Yeah.
It worked for them.
That's tough.
But also, other than the swastika and the boobs being out, also kind of little looks like a Toy Story figurine.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, peep accessorizing.
Yeah. But that is the game. Natasha, I think you won.
Natasha, thank you.
I didn't win.
We will get you something afterwards. Natasha, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Toy Story or Toy Gory. And Brett, thank you. You'll be back up here later.
Sure,
Brett,
yes,
but
thank you.
Give it up for Brett of the
Thank you.
Flash. Great job, Brett. We got more to come. Look at that guy.
buddy.
He knew all of those. He just didn't want to show off. So, Clayton, I think it's time to bring another guest out here and keep
Let's do it.
podcasting. So, this next guy, he's a good friend of ours. Mike, I've known him for way too long. He is a comedian who you've seen on The Tonight Show and Comedy Central, and he just was on the Stephen Colbert Show, and it's a hilarious guy, just a hilarious guy. But the thing is, he hates horror movies. He hates gnarly movies. And so a week ago, I forced him to go see Terrifier 3 in theaters.
Yep.
And we haven't spoken since then. He was very upset about having to do this, but you cash in your 20-year friendship chip and you make someone go see a movie they don't want to go see. And so now he is here to talk about it. So everyone give it up for the one and only, the hilarious, the angry, Sean Donnelly.
Yeah.
Is here. Little Shawnee boy.
Little Shawnee boy.
If you could see behind you is the picture you sent me of when you went to the theater showing me your tickets. And there's Art the Clown, a poster.
Yes, that's Art the Clown. And that's me with the guy who took my ticket. So I can explain to him what was going on.
Yeah.
Where I said, I have to go see this movie. I don't want to go see it. Can you take this picture with me so I can prove I went to see this movie? And he was like, he got really into it. You can't see it from the picture. He pointed at me at the picture.
Yeah.
Like we were at fucking, I don't know, like spring break or something. Like some sort of, like some cool party, and I was fucking pissed the whole
Have
time.
you stayed in touch with him since then? Are you guys friends?
We're friends on Snapchat.
Oh, nice.
We just send each other dick pics every once in a while.
You know those
Snapchat.
And y'all have that.
don't actually go away forever. Just so you know. They don't. No,
No, they don't.
They don't. Yeah, sorry to break this
no.
to you here. So
Comedians have a trouble with that.
Like Chris D'Elia?
Oh, there we
that's
go.
clever.
You know what,
Shit. Look, that was controversial.
Sean? I do got to ask
That's
you.
everybody who saw that clip. Do you really?
A bunch of flock of dudes fans.
So, Sean, I got to ask you now. Were you mad at Art the Clown because he cut your head off in the poster to his movie? There is that why you're angry about this? There he is, Santa Claus himself, little Shawnee boy.
No, I was mad because I thought you guys were actual movie fans, and I thought you were Christians. That's what I thought it was. I really thought I was not dealing with the birth of the devil. I didn't realize that would happen. So what it is that I don't like. You know this. I don't like horror movies.
Yeah, I know this. That's why.
Right.
That's why I made this the segment you were going to be on.
I don't know if I can convey to this audience how scared I was to see this. Like here's the thing. I watched 30 minutes of this movie.
Oh, but the thing is, I've seen this movie.
It's a really big deal for me to do this. It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
But more what the review about is my experience seeing the movie.
Uh-huh.
Because I went and bought the ticket, took a picture with my friend who has a great goatee, if you really look at it. And I was so nervous. I sat in the bathroom for 20 minutes to not watch the trailers. This is actually my real experience watching the movie. So I'm trying to be as honest as possible. I went on the toilet and I was like, the trailers are probably done by now.
So you were scared of the types of trailers that would be shown before Terrifier, because you knew they would show 6 trailers.
Dude, I was like a squirrel the entire time I watched this movie. And then I went into the movie and I sat in my recliner chair.
Yeah.
And then I fucking was there for 10 minutes, and I was waiting, and there's more and more trailers. And then I got up, and I went, it's right over here, the Regal that's over here on Delancey. I went there. I live over here now. And I went there, and I stayed. It's really embarrassing. But I stood on the side of the road, like the aisle that gets you to like the theater, and I watched it from there.
So you were terrifying everybody in the audience because they were like, "What is this guy gonna do?"
No.
Oh yes.
I also brought my axe.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
But I was there on the side, like the alley, like the aisle, and I'm waiting, and all I'm thinking is, please nobody come up and ask me why I'm standing here. And then people would come up, and I would make up excuses about why I was standing in the aisle.
Before they said anything,
Before
you
they
just
said
launched
shit.
it. So that
They didn't
is
give a
so
shit.
scary to everyone.
I'm not doing anything.
A bunch of dudes with their girlfriends. And they walk by, I go, I'm waiting for my friend. I swear to, so I literally was like this. I'm like, this is weird. This is a weird thing. And I'm like, I'm waiting for my friend. And I just stayed there in the aisle the whole time I watched the movie. I watched it like a kid waiting for Santa Claus on the side of the thing.
Well, Santa Claus is in this movie.
Yeah. You got Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, I got fucking Santa. If you want to call us Santa Claus and be a devil worshiper, go ahead.
Did you get up to the scene where Art the Clown meets Santa Claus? Did you get that far?
I did not.
So you didn't even see Santa Claus in this
It
movie?
was very, very... Dude, here's the thing, man. I was trying to do like a real review of this. I can't get a real review of this thing because
You've
I'm
only
so
seen...
outside the realm of this. I'm so like not into this.
Right.
that I was trying to get into it as I'm watching. I couldn't get into it. You know what freaked me out more than the gore? The gore, I can go like this. I go, basically it's me in my head going, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. I think that's what everybody does when they watch it because that's why they
I think they just watched the movie. I don't think they have
Also, were you murmuring this out loud while standing in the aisle?
I'm waiting for my friend. It's fake.
He saw 30 minutes because he was
in the aisle going,
out.
it's fake, it's fake.
It's fake.
Like we're on our first date.
Where is this guy's friend?
When is his friend going to come? And what kind of freak is going to walk in? He's going to look like Longlegs.
My friend shows up, it's just Art the Clown. I'm like, told you it'd pay off. It was, I'll say this. My review of the movie is that the gore factor, I don't give a shit about. I got freaked out more about the waiting for the movie.
Right.
That aisleway was fucking scary as shit.
So far you're like the aisle and the trailers.
Clown, Art the Clown, I think, is scary as shit. I think that's really scary. And his girlfriend, she's even scarier. She's even more terrifying.
Yeah, she's very terrifying. She is the terrifying.
The part that I saw, she's like really excited about a bunch of rats, and she's looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
Really is feeling.
Did you see when she filled a?
She's doing a thirst trap with rats.
So you weren't. She's not your type. And I know you're taken now, but back in your single days.
Missing skin from the face?
Yeah, that's not your type.
No, I don't want to be racist.
But you like skin on a face. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I need
this
skin
guy
at
needs
least.
a face.
This guy needs a
Sorry,
face.
ladies.
All right.
Sorry.
The King of England needs a face.
So you were terrified of the trailers. Then the existence of an aisleway scared you. And then people being on dates scared you. So when the movie started,
The whole thing scared me, Pat.
the whole thing scared you. Did you calm down a little bit when the movie started, or that made it worse?
No. Well, yes. I Googled it before I watched it because I was so scared. I really Googled it, and they were like, the opening scene will fuck you up. And then I watched the opening scene. I'm like, I'll be okay, because they were a little bit. The annoying characters got killed.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for you for Terrifier 3. I know it's the #1 movie in the country, but so as long as you didn't see that girl get killed, I was golden. I was gravy. I was fine.
So it was more her. You could have.
It was more her.
If it was just
Also,
Art the
because
Clown,
this
you
was the
could have.
best actor of that movie. That little girl in the first fucking scene.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah, and then
If she would have gotten killed, I would have jumped off a roof.
Yeah.
I would have fucked myself up.
So,
Not really, guys. Relax.
so was there a moment that made you walk out, or did you just have to get to a gig at the Comedy Cellar? Like, why did you actually leave?
He hit 4 mics that night.
Yeah.
I fucking had to. I had to go. Actually, I had to go pick up my girlfriend's son from school. That's the real answer to that question.
So that was your friend that you were waiting for. Was this?
Yeah, he was
9-year-old
7.
child. Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, you want to come see this movie with me after school? And you're in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
I think you're ready for Terrifier 3."
Although that is kind of like classic stepdad behavior.
Yeah.
The 8-year-old child that you just
Well,
met.
based off fucking Clayton's story, yes, it is. She didn't give a fuck if you got traumatized.
That's true.
Were
That's
you
true.
scared of
Traumatized a kid,
Beetlejuice?
no problem.
When you were a kid, did Beetlejuice scare you?
Yes, but not. What was it? The
Sandworms.
Sandworms. The thing that scared me was the mask, the long nose thing they had.
Oh,
They were trying
yeah.
to scare the
Oh,
humans.
so that's the end of the movie. So you got way further than Clayton did.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sandworms
How did this become
appear-
about me all of a sudden?
The sandworms appear before Beetlejuice. You never even got to see Beetlejuice the character in Beetlejuice.
I didn't know what anybody was talking about.
I don't understand how you can. When I was a kid, my mom is here. She took me my first movie I went to when I was 4 years old. We saw Gremlins in the movie theater. And I sat through it, and I loved it.
Oh, come on.
Here
All
I am.
right.
Does that make my mom a bad mom? Maybe. Maybe. She would say no.
I saw Pulp Fiction when I was 14.
Okay, that makes sense. That's not that bad.
That's like,
Have you seen the GIMP scene? It's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like 4 years younger than is legal.
yeah.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
So, Sean, horror movies, is there any kind of horror that you like? Do you like
Yes,
ghost
there is
stories?
actually.
Okay.
I like suspense. I like thrillers. I like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So that's why I was uneasy. You know what did it for me was I think Art the Clown and his girlfriend were really scary.
Yeah.
And also I've seen clips from the earlier ones where it's like in a convenience store and the guy has the mask on.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
girl and he's going from both sides. That's scary to me. But besides that, like the sounds scare me. But the gore was like I was like I just told myself it was fake the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fake.
That's what it is.
So then you really just snuck out of that into Wild Robot. That's really what happened, right?
Yes.
You did the reverse.
I was the reverse of the youth of
You opened the
today.
door, let all the little kids come in.
I let them in and I bought them high noons.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, guys, get
noon,
into
there
this
we go.
place. Come on, I bought them 40 tickets to fucking Terrifier.
Yeah. So you could have the Wild Robot Theater to yourself.
Here's a bunch of White Claws, kids. Figure it out for yourself.
All right. Well, Sean, thank you for giving us your Terrifier 3 review. Sean is going to be back on stage with us
Thank you,
later.
Yes.
We're going to talk Venom, and we're going to talk some listener questions with Sean. So, Sean, he will be back on stage for the 3rd time. That's how.
Yes, for the
Third time.
record for this comedy show.
Yeah.
I'm the art the clown of this movie.
You're the article. Give it up for Sean Donnelly. All right, guys, are you ready for another game? We have one more audience participation game. So do we have anyone else here? Come on up. We have someone right there who is volunteering their friend. So, friend, now you have to come up. That's the way it works. That is how things work in the back of a bar. Could you, tell the audience what is your name?
My name is Peyton.
Peyton, give it up for Peyton, everybody. All right, so this next game here, Clayton, it's horror season, but what other season is it right now?
I mean, it's candle season,
It's candle
right?
season, everyone. Give it for candle season. So we have a game, Peyton, where it's called IMDb or I Am Yankee, where we're going to give you names, and it is either the name of an actor or actress who has a profile on IMDb, or it is the name of a Yankee candle. So that is the contest here. Again, harder than you think. So it's either going to be a real-life human being who's an aspiring or failed actor or actress, or a Yankee.
No in between.
No in between. Either you made it or you didn't, just like Christopher over here.
Yes.
Either you succeed or you're done. All right, so let's go with our first name here. And so Honey Clementine. Honey Clementine. Peyton, is that IMDb or I Am Yankee?
I want to say IMDb. Is that crazy?
All right, let's see.
Damn it.
It is a Yankee Candle.
That could be
Oh,
a
I'm a
really
Yankee.
stupid stage name.
This is a citrus fragrance. Refreshing orange takes a syrupy sweet turn in this honey-dipped citrus delight. Honey Clementine.
All right, so next up, Rainbow Harvest, IMDb or I Am Yankee? Person or candle?
That has to be a candle. That cannot be a person.
That is a person. Best known for one episode of Miami Vice, one episode of 21 Jump Street, and one episode of Father Dowling Mysteries. Last known performance in a film called Pink Lightning as the character Pooh. P-O-O.
All right, so next one, April Rose, IMDb, I Am Yankee.
Okay, everyone said Yankee, so I'm going with that one.
IMDb.
Trusted you guys. I trusted you.
Best known for playing hot dance teacher in Grown Ups 2 and buxom woman in an episode of Empire.
All right, tough beat so far, Payne, but let's see, could you make it up with Toffee? Toffee,
Just toffee.
IMDb or I Am Yankee?
IMDb. IMDb.
IMDb?
You're right. Their one and only acting credit as of now is the 2023 film For Little Adults. As you can see on stream. 6.8 for stars. That ain't bad.
Not bad. No picture on the internet. So there you go, Toffee. All right, so next up, Meadow Showers. Meadow Showers.
Candle. I'm going candle.
All right.
On a roll. This is a fresh and clean fragrance. Daydreaming of a quiet escape, the naturally tranquil and airy scent of fresh raindrops on blades of grass.
There you
That's
go.
wonderful.
There we go.
Rainy Day Feeling, IMDb or I Am Yankee? Rainy
I
Day.
am. Yeah, it has to be I Am Yankee, right?
Yes! Best known for playing themselves in one episode of a 1975 series called New Faces.
Rainy
Not so
Day.
new anymore.
Whole career was a rainy day. Next up, Ocean Star. Ocean Star.
I Am Yankee.
You are correct! This is a floral fragrance, soothing and fresh, the scent of peaceful, sun-kissed waters laced with aloe, citrus, and lotus blossom. Dive in.
Dive in.
All right, and I think this might be, is this the last one?
No, we have got
Oh,
two
we've
more.
got two more. Oh, wow, we have two more. All right, London Sea Breeze. London Sea Breeze.
That sounds like a candle, but I'm going IMDb.
You got it! Best known for The Beach Bum, where she played topless woman number 1, and Bad Boys for Life, where she played sexy model, uncredited.
Good for her.
Holiday Sage. Holiday Sage, IMDb, I Am Yankee.
I Am Yankee.
Wow, on a roll! This is a fresh and clean fragrance, hearthside memories of aromatic sage, earthy rosemary, festive cinnamon, seasonal evergreens, and the perfect Yule log. There you go. That is IMDb or I'm a Yankee.
That is the game. Give
Great
it up, everyone.
job.
Peyton, thank you, Peyton. Thank you.
Thank you, Peyton.
Let's bring up our two guests from tonight, Brett and Sean. So, Brett Arnold, Sean Donnelly, come back out here. We got some more movies we want to talk about to bring it home. So, guys, specifically, here you go. You could grab a mic. So, specifically,
You almost pulled me off the stage. It's all right.
so Venom 3, Venom, The Last Dance, that is opening this weekend. Sean, for a man who has done stand-up comedy for 40 years at this point, having a hard time with that microphone.
On there, I did.
It's the glass plus the mic is too
Yeah.
much, I think.
It's too
Yeah.
much.
You got cocky.
I could have put it on the stool, but
Oh, he's used to the
stool.
stool. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Clayton's really sticking to that stool. You
I like to
this?
sit.
He likes to sit.
I could have put my
It's a
drink there.
podcast.
You fucked it up, Clayton.
I fucked it up.
So, who here is excited? This Friday, it's Venom 3, Venom's Last Dance with Tom Hardy. That opens this week. Is anyone excited about this movie. Some people
We're getting
excited.
booed.
Boo?
Wow.
I do have to.
They're gonna like the way I titled the movie, which is Venom Poo, Let There Be Garbage.
Wow.
Wow, Venom
This is
haters.
Venom. I don't have one for
You
Venom.
had
3.
one.
Yeah,
You had
yeah,
one.
I got
That's all you
one.
need. The person who booed, why boo Venom? I wonder. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I can agree
What
with
do you mean?
that.
No more superhero movies. Sean, what-
Only Art the Clown movies from now on.
Don't terrify me. That's insane.
are you anti-superhero movies? Do they scare
I'm
you?
not at all.
You love them.
They just should be good.
Oh,
Okay.
wow,
I'm-
I think Marvel had a really great run, but they got bad. But you're saying there's no more?
He says this man.
says no more.
allowed,
Well,
says
see,
no more.
can I disagree with this? I like the Venom movies because they are bad, because I think superhero movies should be bad. That's why I like the Venom movies, because they're movies for babies. And they should be bad. Like, I think Venom is a good, because you're a horror guy, and I think that Venom is like baby body horror. Like, it's baby's
sure.
first body horror, right? Because
Sure.
you've got this, like, slime that lives inside you, and it's like a good way to teach kids about, like, the horrors of their bodies.
That's
Right?
a good take on Venom. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm not
Venom is for
disturbed
the
at all.
children. They should teach Venom in
Like,
schools.
I like these movies because they give girls fucking eating disorders.
Not necessarily. I didn't say that. I said just body issues in general. Men can have them too.
They totally could. You're right.
I mean,
I think Venom
Venom's
is
tongue.
terrifying to me.
Okay.
I only watched the trailer. I didn't
This guy with these.
He was in the
trailers.
bathroom
He was
during the
on his
trailer.
phone. He watched it on his cell phone in the toity.
Yeah. I've never seen the other Venoms.
You never seen the. Do you know about the tongue? That's a big thing about Venom. He's got a long tongue.
You know about all the Spider-Man movies that don't have Spider-Man in them? Like Venom and Madam Web.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
about
okay.
them, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen them. I heard Madam Web wasn't that great.
Madam Web,
How is it?
not great. You heard correctly. But
But
that
I've
one,
seen all the Spider-Man.
why does that one feel like more playful and fun than like a Venom like to me? Even though it's the same thing where it's a character, a tertiary Spider-Man character in a movie in the lead with no Spider-Man. It shouldn't work. Madam Web had, I think is it like it knew it was bad? Is that why? I don't know. Something about that one I liked.
Well,
I don't like Venom at all. Venom
Dakota
Poo-
Johnson is like Deadpool. She knows she's in a movie.
Yeah.
During the movie, and that's her whole thing.
And boy,
is
is she like mad about it.
she's very mad. She's very mad when she gets cast in a movie. She'd much rather just be home.
The movie had the weird thing where she was holding a Pepsi the whole time but wouldn't open it.
Yes,
It was crazy.
it was wild. It was
When
nuts.
Rachel Bilson did it, when she
like
solved war. Remember when they had that
Pepsi ad,
commercial?
yeah.
Who was it? Wasn't it Rachel Bilson? No, I can't remember.
Rachel Bilson.
That's a date. I was like, OC, sure, yeah.
The OC.
Jenner.
There was a moment
Remember when
somebody-
Gabrielle Carderas did it?
there was a
From
moment-
90210?
Somebody went up to a protest. And
It was Kendall Jenner.
Rachel
Jenner.
Thank you.
There
I
was
know
someone who was-
Chaperone. I know Kendall Jenner.
Rachel Bilson from Jumper.
Chaperone? You're way too old to know who the fuck that is.
That's what I say. He shouldn't know.
That's creepy as fuck.
No, he should.
Come
There's some
on.
things you shouldn't know.
Staying current.
Do you have her Spotify playlist on your?
No, I went to her concert. I just stood in the aisle the whole time and said, "This is fake. This is fake. This is fake. This is fake."
There you go. Good joke.
Thank you.
There you go.
One good joke. Thank
One
you.
good joke for you.
That's a
There you go.
professional who's telling me I have a good joke.
So Venom scares you, but like Iron Man doesn't scare you. You like him, but you.
Yeah. Why would Iron Man scare me?
I don't know. I mean,
The accumulation of
crazy
wealth.
Of a question.
I don't know. Venom scares me because is Venom not part horror? Is that not like? Isn't it kind of like? Isn't it kind of scary?
I guess for the reasons
maybe horror.
Point?
For the reasons he's saying, like the body horror aspect, yes, but it's mostly just like a two-hander comedy with like a guy and the guy who lives inside him. It's very strange stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like conscious.
Yeah, but it doesn't take itself seriously at all.
Right.
And I think that's
Which is
what people
good,
like about
right?
it.
Yeah, which is good.
It's still. I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Like I said, and it is kind of. It's gross to me. I think it's gross.
You're just a good Catholic, and there shouldn't be
I
monsters.
said
that
3
stick
Hail
their
Marys
tongue out.
after the Venom trailer.
I was gonna say, did you pick him up from school after you went to church and then sat in confession?
No, I picked him up after Terrifier.
Yeah, and then
And
you
you
took
guys
him to
went to
church.
I had a bagel before to like cleanse the palate.
So he was waiting for you while you were eating a bagel?
I took 20 minutes to have a bagel. I'm like, all right, we're good now. None of this will go on to the kid.
So, all right, so let's get into predictions here because the first two Venom movies were giant hits. They opened to basically the same. They were like 90 million and 91 million.
I think it was 80 and 90. I think it was like 10 more.
Wow.
Very consistent. People love these movies. Not everyone is scared about them. But this new one, Venom 3, is not tracking as well. It's tracking
got that superhero, what the guy yelled in the back vibes going on.
Fatigue.
Superhero fatigue. It's happening to a lot. Not all of them. Deadpool versus Wolverine, obviously, the exception to the rule.
Well, because
it was like
actually
monumental thing. Yeah, people
very palatable.
Yeah,
and
people
all
want to see those characters together for
Well,
sure.
what are the other ones that what was it? The what's the one with our
Marvel's bombed and Blue Beetle bombed and
Black Adam.
Black Adam, of
Bam,
course,
blam.
The Rock. He said if it was opening in China, it would have made 100, 200 million more.
Absolutely.
Wrong.
Yeah.
So the superhero movies are waning. People are getting angry about them in bars, which you like to see. So the tide is turning. But I mean, do you feel that there is a buzz for this? Like, do you know anyone who's excited about Venom, Sean?
I don't, but I'm also a scaredy cat old man. But like, I don't know anybody. Nobody's talked to me about Venom ever.
No one's ever talked to you about Venom until now.
Never.
You're witnessing
this
Sean's
podcast.
first conversation about Venom.
I didn't know who Tom Hardy was until about 20 minutes ago.
No,
come on.
That's not true.
My mom is so mad. That's one of her number one hunks. She loves Tom Hardy.
I'm joking.
You never watched Locke?
I never watched
The movie where he's just in his SUV the whole time?
Yeah.
No, but I watched Bronson. I've seen.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Oh, okay, there we
badass.
go. See?
Crashing this plane.
That's what I mean. Also, it's like it makes sense
you.
for Tom Hardy's journey with those Marvel movies because he's like done. I guess he said it right. He's like, this is the
yeah.
last one.
Right.
So it just
last
looks
dance.
like he's annoyed by Marvel the entire time that Venom is
annoying
talking
him.
to him.
Yeah, sure.
He's just like, it's just the Marvel people talking to me the entire movie.
So let's get into numbers here. Let's throw them out. Clayton, you go first. Venom 3, Tom Hardy's Last Dance, opening weekend. What do you got? The other one's open to 80, 90 million. Where
80, 90. One did 800 worldwide. The second one did like 500 worldwide.
I mean, the opening. I mean, I would go right now. 79.
Wow, 79.
79.
Where is it now?
79. Well, it's opening on
it's
Friday.
opening
It's
on
opening. We're predicting. You got to do it now, too. Predict the number, opening weekend, Venom 3.
There's not as much like buzz, right?
Not as much buzz.
Yeah.
And what was the last one?
80 million, 90 million. The
I
first
made 80, 90,
75.
75.
75. Brett, where are you going?
Yeah, it's definitely not going to do the 10 million more like it did last time. It might do 10 million less, so I'm going to say 70.
70. I'm going 105 million. There's
Whoa!
105 million, biggest Venom of all time. I'm saying it. You got to go
shocked.
again.
It's the last dance.
It's the Last Dance. People love the Last Dance. The Jordan fans will come out. It's
Yeah.
going to be huge. So
Is that the reference they're making? I couldn't figure it
I think
out.
it's Magic Mike. I think they weirdly the title of this movie references
actually
the
pretty
Magic
fucking
Mike.
great.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
The best film trilogy of the past decade.
Venom?
No, Magic Mike. Magical Michael. Magical Michael, extra, extra large, and Magical Michael's Last Dance.
Wait, hold on.
There's three of them.
The best film trilogy of the last.
Are we going to get into this here?
This
No,
might-
we will not.
We have to.
We will not do that.
I think all of us, as soon as the show ends, we start debating Magic Mike at that bar. And
Yes.
while we debate
We're about
that,
society.
tip your bartender, buy drinks as you yell about Magic Mike tonight.
Yes.
So, and I like the crowd to just, on 3, yell out your predicted opening weekend number for Venom's Last Dance. So on 3, you're all going to shout out your prediction. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Definitely.
A lot of 69.
Yeah, a lot of
A
You
lot of
asked for it.
correct.
It's feasible.
You
It's
asked for
feasible.
it.
It's
Bunch of perverts.
You know,
They're trying to Price is Right rule me.
someone asked about Megalopolis. I saw Megalopolis, and my screening was 99% elders, coughing, snoring, you name it. I want to chuckle a little during the movie's wacky moments, but decided to hold my tongue as this may have been a very serious experience for these people of a certain age. What do you guys think about chuckling during non-comedy movies? Can it be done respectfully, and should chuckling be withheld around elders? And then he also says, I'm also thinking about what the hypothetical Italian demo must have been for Megalopolis. Wanna be oh boy. Eric sent that. All right, so can you chuckle during a serious movie, and would that affect the elderly if they're there? Sean, what do you think?
I think it would. I think it depends on the movie.
Well, that's what he's saying. A
Megalopolis.
serious movie.
Right. Megalopolis, everybody laughed at.
Yeah.
People were making viral videos in the theater.
The worst.
Have you seen these videos? Where
Yeah.
they're like, I'm a big like movie decorum like person. Like I don't want
Thank you.
anybody talking.
Yeah, you stand in the aisle. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You're big on decorum.
God, decorum.
Really,
Keep
really,
yell
you're really
fake.
fucking,
You have so much evidence to the
fucking
contrary.
milking that. It was my joke, you prick. It can't be that fucking.
People are liking it. I don't know. I won't stop. I won't stop.
You're killing it. Yeah, you're right. I was in the aisle.
So no decorum, says Sean. Brett, do you chuckle during a serious movie, or is
No, and this is like such a charged conversation in the like New York rep screening scene where people will laugh at like old 70s movies that are just it's not funny, and it's just reading is funny because it's 2024 and they're saying something that would not happen today, and it's like people get really bent out of shape about it. And I think, you know, if it's like performative and it's like group of friends laughing at something, I think that's very annoying. But if your natural reaction to something is to laugh, I don't think people should be policing that in like a crazy way.
Right.
So people react to trauma by laughing.
Right.
Like Art the Clown. He kills people when he thinks it's funny.
you gotta laugh?
It's twisted.
Yeah, I mean, I think Megalopolis, and spoilers for Megalopolis, but if you're not allowed to laugh at John Voight hiding a mini bow and arrow under his sheet and saying, "Check out this boner," this is a real scene
Real
in
line.
the movie.
Real scene.
There are so many lines that feel like they could be in softcore pornography. in that
Yeah,
movie.
if you are not allowed to laugh at that, then I don't know what you're supposed to do. Because there
About-
is a level of, I understand the 70s movies that might be just a little slower, a little bit different, but that is so insane.
So insane.
You have to be able to laugh or you'll cry.
Yeah, if an old man says, "Check out this boner" under a blanket, and then pulls out a tiny toy bow and arrow, you gotta laugh.
You got to.
You gotta laugh. Old people be damned. All right, so we've got a email from Javier. Javier says, "Dear BO Boys, my question relates to the upcoming film Red One. Do you think it will be it does more or less than Argyle, another failed would-be franchise starter that was initially intended for streaming? As always, keep up what you do, Javier." Thank you, Javier.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Red One. So this, Sean, do you know about Red One, what this is? This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a Christmas-based action movie.
J.K. Simmons or something?
J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus. Did they show the trailer for that at Terrifier? It's very different depictions of Santa Claus.
On my phone.
In the bathroom while watching Terrifier.
I mean, Clayton, obviously The Rock is if you listen to the show, you know, is an enemy of ours, a long time. We've had a big...
He sued
with
us.
him.
He sued us.
He did sue us. So we put him in the video, and he'll sue us again, and we'll
Yeah.
take it. We got the best lawyers in this bar.
There's nothing from him to take from me, so I'm saying.
I'm the one who's fucked.
He's
here.
the one who's
Yeah.
that's fucked. I'm not.
Red One. Anyone excited about? Is anyone here excited about Red One? Or
Okay.
Wow.
I love this. We got to send this directly to The Rock. There's a crowd just
I
saying
frankly
no.
didn't even know it was getting a theatrical release until I was just scrolling through Coming Soon on IMDb the other day. Like, is there any awareness at all that this movie exists?
I mean,
don't think so.
enough for people to be angry about it.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Sean, do you have any interest in this action movie, The Rock saving Santa Claus? Santa Claus
that
is
what it is?
kidnapped. And
I'm interested in any Christmas movie. I like any kind of Christmas situation.
okay.
I even like the one that from a couple of years ago. Who was the? It was
Kurt Russell Santa?
no, the other one. It was like a horror movie with Santa.
Oh, Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Yeah.
I dug Violent Night.
Okay. Because that was
I
like
like
an
that.
action comedy. So you might be a
like
Red
action.
One guy.
What?
You might be in on the Red One. It's an action Santa Claus movie.
I would be into it.
Is there like a CGI polar bear at the center
There
of it
is
or
a
something?
CGI
Okay.
polar
I've
bear.
seen the
in this.
poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
Have you, Sean? You've had a storied acting career. lots of commercials. Have you ever auditioned to be Santa Claus? Have you
I
ever?
just said I had a storied acting career.
A lot of.
You don't know how funny that sentence is. He's like, you were in Godfather 3.
Yeah, you were in a lot of my sketches over the years. Have you ever auditioned for to play Santa Claus in a TV show or streaming movie?
Multiple times. maybe two. But it's every time it's security guard, barfly. I actually booked an acting job once where I didn't know that while it's going on in the actual scene, they say he doesn't look like he graduated high school.
Guy who didn't graduate high school.
It's fucked up. And I think it's bullying, to be honest.
Right.
I was traumatized and everything. So yes, I have a storied actor. I played a mechanic 4 times.
And could you fix a car with a gun to your head?
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even fucking close. Pat goes, Sean, you've had a storied acting career. You've had a Robert Duvall type fucking trajectory. What happens when it comes to movies?
Well, listen, if there's any high-powered casting directors in this crowd, cast this man as Santa Claus. Finally, it's the role he's been born for. All right, final question here. So Wicked and Gladiator 2 are coming out the same weekend.
That's big.
People are excited. Oh, that's great. So a lot of people are saying this could be a Barbenheimer situation where you've got the two movies. People saying that they were excited, but then it's not. Very interesting.
Wicked
Well,
will.
Wicked will win. Well, Barbie won, but they helped each other. They
mutual.
combined. It was stronger together. So,
H together strong.
well, so
Yes.
people are asking here. Daniel asked, "What are we calling Wicked and Gladiator 2 weekend? Is it Glicked, Gladiator, Wickediator, Gladict?"
I'm gonna add a wrinkle in the UK. That same weekend, Paddington comes out.
Oh,
so it's
Wait, Paddington 3?
yeah, Paddington.
Wicked
3.
Addington.
Gladdington.
Wikipedia.
Wicked Addington. Wicked Addington.
We sound drunker and drunker.
Is this a scene from that part where it's the guy who never graduated high school? You acted. Yeah.
It sure is. You tell me
Gladiator.
You tell me a better version of it.
Well, are you excited? Okay, let's. Which movie are you guys going to see? Sean, are you going to Gladiator 2 or Wicked opening day? Are you doing both at the same time?
Gladiator 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Are you guys not going to see it?
You want him in
curious
your
what
Wicked
happened.
showing?
Yes.
I got something to say about Gladiator.
She's gonna kill it as Linda, you know? Like,
Yes.
how could you not want to see that over Gladiator? Just like men fighting, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Tale
Sean.
as old
I
as
love
time. Men
Enough
fighting.
men fighting. Enough men.
Swords and
fighting.
sandals.
Way more curious about Gladiator.
You're not allowed.
I think Paddington has kind of run its fucking round. I think.
That's the worst thing he said all night.
That is how.
Fuck you.
That's the worst thing he said all night.
I'm going to be a wrestler.
Wow.
I don't give a shit about it. Fuck Paddington.
Wow.
He died 2 movies ago.
Whoa.
You realize we're adults. You guys get
Do you
that,
think
right?
the second Paddington was a dream sequence in the afterlife? Paddington dies in
it's
the
like
end of
when-
Never went to prison.
Bryan Cranston puts the fucking keys on the thing.
Yeah, he's
And
dead
I
the
think
rest
the
of the time.
last episode of Breaking Bad is a whole dream. That's
We cannot end this movie podcast with
Talk
a
about
fucking
TV.
Bad reference. TV. Clayton, are you excited for Gladiator or Wicked?
I have to say.
Be careful.
Well,
You've got to walk
I
through
have
this
to-
crowd at the end of the night.
very careful.
Paddington 3.
Paddington.
He doesn't believe it. He does not believe in your choices.
Brett, Wicked or Gladiator?
I'm a crowd pleaser. I'm going with Wicked.
I'm also going with Wicked.
There we go.
We're gonna
A
leave
bunch of assholes.
He's look at this guy, so lovable. So Sean and Brett, thank you
Thank
for
you.
being on
Thank you
the
so
show tonight.
much.
My buddy Sean, my buddy Brett. So listen to the new Flesh podcast starring
Thank you.
Brett, and of course, look for Sean playing a mechanic on something very soon.
The 5th time.
The 5th time.
Getting that 5th ring.
Then he gets to keep the overalls once you play for the 5th time.
Oh, he's got so many jumpsuits. It's like Michael Myers in his.
all right, guys. So to end the show, it's time. It is time to make the decision. So, wannabe senior intern Christopher, you saw him all night play in the media. Does he get the promotion to VP of interns, or does he get fired? So let's go with the clap-o-meter. Clap if you want him to get that promotion. If you want him to get the promotion.
Whoa!
It's broken. They broke the clap-o-meter.
Wait, so he's
fired because it broke. It broke.
it broke.
No, he gets the promotion.
Yeah!
Give it up for wannabe VP of interns, Christopher.
More free work.
Yes. So he gets to now work twice as hard. What a country we live in. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the BO Boys Live. Box
Thank you,
Office
guys.
America. This has been so much fun. Clayton, we did it.
We did it.
So thank you. Listen to the podcast. And have a great night, everyone. I think that's it, Clayton. I think there's not.
No.
There's not-
One more thing.
What?
Until next time. We'll smell you at the box office.
Nailed it.
it.